only reason I was in the studio was like because my friends got famous. So it was cool for me to like chill with my famous friends. Like I had like a little like insecurity to just like do it in front of them first. Like, but one time I did it and they liked it, I just bare confidence and just I put it out there.
Welcome to AudioSwim podcast, home of the music hustle. And today we got international rap artists killing the game right now, about to drop a new album. We got my man Mamazi in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
Man, happy to have you, bro.
Thank you for
It's
having
been long overdue as well, man.
I know,
what I mean?
right?
Yeah, you've been killing it for a long time out here, man. I seen the journey, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like, I love seeing the journey. I love how you just coming up and, you know what I mean, got so many different styles, so many different sounds. But let's go into like your background, man. Like, how did you get into music?
Yes, bro. So like the whole music thing, you know, like it's all about doing it every day, right?
Yeah.
Everything, like not even only the music, right? It's just like if you have a passion for something, if you love something to do and the audience of your work likes it,
Yeah.
you just got to keep pushing and keep doing it again and again and again. So like I go back to like 5 years ago when I started it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was always in the studio
Mm-hmm.
because all of my friends was like either producers or either like the artist, and I was just always in the background, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then slowly I just like was like writing my own text and like, doing it like when they're off like the studio, they're about to leave like 5 minutes, I used to just like hop in the booth and try something.
Right.
And then the last few times like everybody in the studio really like it, so I started like pushing the works out.
Yeah. And did you used to like sneak and rap first, or was it like just, you know, something that?
Honestly, it was because like my friends were professionals, you know.
Right.
For instance, Jump, like this is like the only reason I was in the studio was like because my friends got famous.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was cool for me to like chill with my famous friends.
Right.
So because of that, like I had like a little like insecurity to just like do it in front of them first.
Right.
But,
just jump off the porch with it.
yeah, like but one time I did it and they liked it, so like I just, you know, bare confidence and just I put it out there.
Word. Now that's dope, man. So what inspired you though? Like like I know you had the famous friends, but like do you have any artists that kind of like inspired you to do music?
Bro, honestly, because like as you know, I grew up in Canada, right?
Right.
So like over there, like it's just like obviously we had like our favorite artists and stuff, like
Yeah.
and like my type of lifestyle, it was always like Nipsey and them, you know.
Yeah,
it was just always like come up with an idea, make it to sales, and then trying to like do it. And then when I see like them saying it in the music, and then they trying to like show them like what they actually do in real life, that inspired me the most. Because most of the time I could have say a lot of things to a lot of people, but I couldn't because it would have ruined a lot of connections. It would have caused a lot of big problems.
Right.
So I rather say that in my music.
Right.
And then that was the biggest inspiration for me, you know?
Word. And Canada got such a dope market right now as well, bro. Like it's one of those markets that, you know, in the like early 2000s, you ain't really hear about it, but now it's just like on Main Street. You know what I mean? Like, how was your experience in that market?
Well, for me, like, to be honest, it doesn't really affect my job because like I started doing music in English, but like the competition was like to a different point that because I'm 2 languages, right?
Right.
So like I started doing focusing on my own market, which is Farsi.
Right.
So I started to like making like the fan base there, then come to like English market.
Right.
But as an artist that like we still go to the same studios that all of those major platform artists goes to from Canada. But like it's like it wasn't like how it is right now. But I feel like we got big artists like Drake, like Weeknd, like you know, like they put us on, like, you know, like now I feel like if I go back to like doing English and I stand like of my Canadian part,
right,
I feel like we can make a big sound.
Yeah. So what made you want to switch from English to Farsi? Like
it's like the competition, right? Is like in like so when I was doing English in Canada.
Yeah.
It wasn't like how it is in Canada right now. Like we got huge, big artists from Canada now. A lot of eyes are in Canada. Before it wasn't like this.
Right.
It was just like either you had to have like a lot of money to put behind your stuff, to put it out there, or be well connected.
Right.
Which I didn't have both of them at the same time, right?
Right.
Like back in the day. So I started doing it and focusing on my Farsi. Now that we got a little bit of power, a little bit of connections, like I feel like it's a good time so I expose my English projects too, you know?
Yeah. Nah, that's dope, bro. Because being dual languages is almost like a cheat code, man. Because
It
you
is,
hit
right?
like these different markets, you know what I mean? And then make music with different artists and expose both, right? Expose like artists that may not be heard in the English market, you know, because of your status, you know, from the English side. And then exposing, you know, English artists to like the, you know, the Farsi side, man. So no, that's amazing, bro. So you got a collective now, right? So I know you have, you know, the one man army, but you have a collective of producers and, you know,
Yeah.
different things. Like, how did that come about?
Well, the whole one man army thing, bro, it came out like I needed to do like merchandise, and I need to do like as like a team, right? Because
Yeah,
I was in Canada, and like a lot of good artists that they can understand my vocals and like they can know
right.
the lingo to work with me better was obviously in Iran.
Yeah,
So like me working with them, and I'm a type of guy goes by loyalty, right?
yeah,
So me working with them in the beginning, and then they helped me out to like stick with me, and then we made a couple of major hits that like actually went viral.
right,
So like because of that, we stayed together. So I put a name on it.
right,
I put one man army because at the end of the day, none of us had like rich parents or had like a really money support to come
right.
behind us and stuff. Like whatever we did ourselves, right?
Yeah,
So like I put a one man army on it, which just stands for OMA.
yeah,
We started with like 3 people. Like it was me, my best friends, which it was just like ideas with me. Like he wasn't doing no music, nothing. He was always with me.
right,
So which is my manager right now. Shout out Sully. So it was me and him. We started it with a producer, and then we start adding like graphic designers, and then a couple of more artists that I see
right,
there's talents, like there's like they have futures.
right.
So I start joining them in my team. I wouldn't say it's a music like label. As a label, I don't call it like that, but it's like a team
Right.
that we got each other's back.
Yeah.
We don't need anybody to come help us to put us on. We put each other's on.
Right.
And I feel like if I just like go alone and keep pushing you as an artist, it doesn't work out. But if it's 15 of us and doing that, yeah, maybe we'll make it sound right.
Word. Yeah.
So I really want to like bring this culture to my people in Iran, the culture that we have in America and Canada,
Yeah.
which is like I said in my music too. And the reason I'm doing this Farsi and I'm going viral is just because I'm putting that culture in their language. There's nobody else like really doing it. And if they doing it, it's just like I don't want to be sounds like a copy or like a remix or something from a next artist. I just wanna be, you know, organic.
Original. Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's the whole goal, like to put in the American and Canadian culture back in like the Middle East and like
Yeah.
letting people know what's going on.
Nah, that's fire, man. Because it's you know, a lot of artists they think they could do it themselves, right? A lot of artists they be like, oh, I can, you know, I could do this, I could graphic design, I could do that. Is how like teamwork makes the dream work. That's how I think.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't think anything, not even like music, like anything that you want to take it to a next level.
Gotta have a team.
I never heard anybody did everything alone.
Right. Facts.
With
bro.
a team, like
Facts.
you can actually make things happen. It's not even like sometimes having it wrong team too, you wouldn't even make it happen, right?
Yeah, that's a big thing, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's a big thing. Having the wrong people around you or having the wrong people that's not qualified to do certain things can kind of like hinder you. You know what I mean? As an artist, as a businessman, whatever. If you not like don't have the right people in place, you limit yourself, right? You know what I mean? How did you go about finding, you know, like your team?
The team that you guys see right now, it wasn't like this from the day one,
jump,
right? A lot of people came, a lot of people go, a lot of
Right.
agreement and disagreement happened, you know?
Yeah.
So I basically, how I choose my people, I look at the talent
Right.
because I have knowledge in some sort of levels
Yeah.
in what we do, right?
Right.
I'm an artist. So
Mhm.
maybe I don't have knowledge in like the videography or the graphic designing or like the sounds. And so
Right.
I choose the best guys I know for those knowledge.
Right.
Then I go look for the artist.
Word.
So if I see a talent, I put the name in my group chat. I'll be like, hey guys, study this kid.
Right.
Study this artist. See what's going on. Study these producers.
Right.
What do you guys think about this graphic designer? What do you guys think about this video man?
Right.
So I put it there. And then now I have 15 people that I trust.
Right.
I work with for a couple of years.
Yeah.
They go study on that too. So if everybody's agree with it, if everybody knows a person that knows the person, like outside the business, inside the business,
Right.
then yeah, we accept them.
Yeah. Trust and loyalty, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's something that you often preach, you know what I mean, is about trust and loyalty. You know, for people who are watching this or listening to this on a podcast, man, why is it that trust and loyalty, because the music business is shady, you know what I mean, like in itself, like it's so many shady.
Tell me about it, brother.
So many people that be like, oh, and there's a lot of hype, man, right? Oh, I could do this, and really they just want the bag, right? So, you know, why does trust and loyalty work?
To be honest, bro, the only thing it stays after we all gone in this life is your name, right?
Facts.
And your reputation.
Facts.
So I'm a type of guy that I never chase money, I never chase people, I chase the name and the memory I leave for people.
Word.
I keep it real with everybody, and whoever's keep it real with me, I notice the first second, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we all do.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah, some people don't have the guts to tell the person that you're fake.
Right.
I can't have you around me as a friend.
Right.
Is a problem for a lot of people that I know, that I see nowadays. They chilling, hanging out with like fake friends, and
man.
And it's cool because they made so much good memories or maybe so much good money with the person that they don't even want to disconnect, but they know at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean?
I'm not like a snake you, like,
I'm not a yes man. I learned to say no in my life, like, very well at the right time. And that's why I go based on loyalty and like, you know, respect at all the time. Like, money comes and goes, people come and go, man, but like, that person that picks up your phone at 5 a.m. is the one.
Yeah, man.
I'd rather keep those around me.
Right. And it's important, like you said one thing about, you know, saying no. You know what I mean? Like, that's huge, bro. A lot of people don't know how to say no. You know what I mean? They don't understand, like, no is just as beneficial as yes, you know what I mean, in the right situations, man. And like you said, there's a lot of people that's scared to say no. A lot of people don't know how to, you know, say no, man.
It's because, bro, everybody looking at their own benefit at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you're bringing this type of benefit on my table,
right,
and you have a lot of bad things that I have to deal with, because of that benefit, a lot of people would deal with those bad things with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they would rather to take you in for a lot of like bad things, but only bring in 1-2 things on the table. They would accept you for that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, again, the only thing that stays in this earth after us is our name, not our money, not nothing. Nothing matters. It's just
that's
name,
big.
you know?
The name, man. You know what I mean? Your name, your reputation.
It's all about that.
Yeah. And why is that so big for you? Like, why is the reputation so big for you?
It's because I lost a lot of people in life, bro. You know,
I
lost a lot of good people, close people, family part in life that, like, at the end of the day, like, even if they left us a lot of money, even if they left us a lot of positions,
right?
But if they're bad people, you're gonna think about it and be like, R.I.P. that guy, but he did this and this to me.
Yeah.
But if you keep it real at all the time, and after you're gone, it's so beautiful that they say, R.I.P. that guy, man, I miss him, and every day it gets harder.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I lost those people, you know? So that's how I know, like, the only thing promised to us is afterlife, is death, right?
It's true.
So we keep it real. Doesn't matter what it is, what we're facing in life. You just got to keep it real, never lie.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how it goes.
Yeah, man. What scares you the most, bro? Yeah.
What scares me the most?
Or is there anything? Do you feel
generally, or in like
in the game generally, though? Just generally, like, what scares you in this? And I want to say, let's keep it music. Like, what scares you the most in this game?
In music, the only thing that scares me is, like, I don't drop all of the projects I already have.
Yeah.
Like, I already have, like, final before it gets too late.
Right.
And in real life, bro, like, the only thing that scares me is like I don't make my mom's to reach all of her wishes before I'm gone, you know?
Dang, that's big.
So that's like one of the things, like, I'm really like family oriented too, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, the most important thing is family, right?
Facts.
While doing all of this, like,
because what you're doing it for
me. Like, I'm responsible. Like, it's never all about me, you know? Never in music or like in like general. Like, I'm a type of guy, like, I put myself last, right?
Right.
When it comes to, like, people. So that's all about it.
Yeah. So you said something, man, about being responsible, bro. That's something that I think this newer generation kind of lacks. You know, I see a lot of people acting careless. They doing all this crazy stuff, man. They not thinking about their family. They're not thinking about their future. They just throwing it all away for, like, things that don't even really matter. You know what I mean? Yes, reputation is good, whether you're on the streets or in the business or whatever, but, you know, it's all about why you doing it. Why do you want your reputation to be that fly, like, dope? You know what I mean? Some things are worth it, you know, if it's a bothering family or certain things are worth it, you know what I mean? But certain things, man, like, they're not being responsible with it, bro. And that scares me, especially about this new generation, bro.
Yeah.
They don't even understand, like, what they're doing. They're throwing away all of that, everything that they ever worked for or their family worked for. They just throw it all away, man, because they're not being responsible, bro. So that's huge, man. Going back into your entrepreneurial endeavors. You know, like you recently, you know, like you've been an entrepreneur. You've been working. Can you tell us about like any of your old businesses or current businesses?
Yeah, like as I said, bro, none of us came from rich families, right? So we had to do what we got to do. So I failed a lot in life. I went to negative, then came up again. I'm a type of guy, like, if God takes everything away from me today, I promise you I got you by tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know? So like,
they say if you ain't a real hustler, if you ain't lose it all and get it all back.
Exactly.
Yes.
Me and my brother, we've been in car business for quite time.
Okay.
From Canada and here.
Word.
So like now we just joined into a rental company, car rental company.
Okay.
In Dubai. We're doing luxury cars and stuff.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really do. And at the same time, the music.
Yeah.
With like the whole team that it's going on.
Right.
And that's pretty much it in Dubai.
Yeah.
Cars business and the music.
Gotcha. Now you about to drop a new album, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about that, man?
This is the most serious LP I'm trying to drop in Persian market.
Yeah.
It has 20 songs.
Okay.
It has 12 featurings with the most known Persian artists in it.
Word.
However I involved them as much as I could. It has 8 single songs from me myself. This summer is about to be crazy. There's a release album party on the April 15th.
Okay.
It's on my birthday too. So
word.
We're taking.
So you doing a double whammy?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a big party for the release, and there's physical package. There's like a lot of merch coming out with it.
Yeah.
As I say, it's like the most professional LP I could do at the time. Like, you know, stuff in like Farsi market, and then after this, we're gonna go to like the English projects more.
Yeah.
After this album,
this
album's gonna make a lot of noise.
Yeah. What's your favorite song on it?
I mean, like all of them.
Yeah. No, that's fly, man. So you got some features on the album as well, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell anybody about the features yet or not yet? You want to get them to...
I mean, like, I rather to keep it secret, but if you guys go on MamaziOMA.com, that's my website, you guys can pre-sale the album, and there's some ideas about like who's featuring on the album. So you get kind of the ideas and knowing like how we dropping this, because it's kind of different. Like this time we trying to drop the album is kind of like the way that it's easier for everybody, and it's something new that people in the market haven't done yet.
Gotcha.
So so MamaziOMA.com, that's a website. You guys can go and figure all of that out.
Word. So how was your recording on this project compared to your other projects? What was different about it?
It was more passionate, man. It was more like, usually when I'm in the studio, I have like a couple of people with me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, as usual, like anywhere we go, a couple of people with me. But this time, I really locked in the studio with me and my producers alone.
Yeah.
It was a lot of emotions and a lot of like reality that I had to like bring into as a vocal out. So like, I feel like this album, I said a lot in it.
Yeah. So it's a statement piece. You actually made a statement. Yeah.
You said the best.
Yeah. No, that's fly, man. Now, when you were recording this album, did you have anything that surprised you about like how you recorded it? Like, was there any emotions that came out that actually surprised you, like as a person? Because I know sometimes when I record, no, my bad. Like when I record, sometime, bro, it's like, damn, I didn't even know I felt this way until I like put it down. You know what I mean? Like,
this one, like, I honestly didn't know we sound this good on like the Afro and the house type of music. Right?
Yeah, word.
So this is the first time I'm really doing house and Afros, and we actually put it in this project. But like, those were the nights, like, you know, when you record someone and you're coming out the booth and you and your producer were just shaking hands. It had a lot of those moments, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like me going on a house music was kind of very, very new to me, and it sounded really nice.
Yeah.
So that's one of the most things that actually like happened in this album. And then the rest is just like the album has 2 parts. It's like half of the album is like disloves and like breakup songs and like sad reality that a man can go through and a relationship can go through it. And then the other ones is like kind of like banging and like like club type of music. So it's like 2 different whole vibes going on in it.
Right.
So but by the way we like we settle it down and we like put it down in the list is like you starting as like a hype, and then you going down a little bit, and then when you realize what life is, you're going back to the party again. You know?
Right. No, that's dope, man.
So every flavor's in it.
It was very strategic how you put it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
It took us a lot of time, but we did it.
Yeah. How long did it take you to record?
The album, from our side, it took like 4 or 5 months, but like we had a lot of featurings in it, and everybody's in different countries too, right?
Yeah.
So like, as you guys see, like today, like we actually recorded the last one, but about like, I would say 6, 7 months. Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah. And then the process, how many songs did you record overall for the album to narrow it down to those 20?
We put 37 aside, but we choose 20.
37. Jeez.
We have 962 songs done. Mixed
960
finals done in the stash.
Man, how often do you record? How often do you?
Every other day.
Every other, oh, wow.
2 songs every other day.
Yeah,
Past
yeah.
5 years.
Gotcha. So that's your regimen. It's like going to the gym. It's like,
yeah, no day off. So my studio bills could build me a mansion right now.
Yeah. No, but it's important, man. That's how you practice your craft. That's how you get better. You know what I mean? You actually got to like go in there and actually do it, man. Do you experiment a lot within the music?
Yeah, for sure. It's just work, man. To be honest, to me, it's just now like it's like a lifestyle, you know?
Yeah.
If I don't go to studio, I feel guilty.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's one thing you do, man, like do very well is your branding, bro. You're great with your brand. You know what I mean? Like, how did you develop that? Like that skill set of making sure that you stay on brand?
Well, I choose the law of 100 people, right? So the OG told me back in the day, like whatever you do and 100 people like it, just know that's $1 million business.
Yeah.
So I put things out there, man. Like I have a perfume company. I have a merch clothing company. I have a car rental business. I'm doing music. I have a team that they all have a talent that I have a business for every single one of them.
Right.
So it happens like if 100 people show love, then okay, now we're in business. Now, if you don't make money off that, it's me slacking.
Right.
So I'm trying to put like the 10 out of 10, like the hardest I could do in everything that I'm good at.
Right.
So bring the feedback out of it.
Yeah. That's a great mentality to have as well, man. It's like a true, like, you know, like you seeing the opportunity of certain things and like, all right, how do I capitalize off of this, man? What built that mentality in you? Because I know a lot of people who come from rough backgrounds, a lot of people, but they don't have that drive.
You know, when you come from the hood, it's just different. Everything's a profit.
Right.
When you come from nothing, everything's a profit.
Yeah.
To me, it's like we learn to say alhamdulillah. We learn to say thank God.
Right.
For not having it.
Right, because it taught you.
So now imagine a guy like me have it.
Right. Yeah.
I'll abuse that towards getting more and more and more, right?
Yeah.
So it's just all comes from like trying and trying. The only chance and a choice you had was trying.
Yeah.
If you don't try, okay, you don't have it. And if you try and you don't have it, at least you tried, right?
Word.
So that's what I'm really putting in. Like since youngin', it was just like, okay, let's do this. Didn't work? No problem. Next one. Didn't work? Next one.
Yeah.
One of them gonna work, right? And then when that one work, we'll go bring that profit back to things that didn't work out.
Yeah.
You don't leave those as just like a L, right?
Yep.
So and that's how it goes.
Yeah, man. Like my saying is nothing beats a failure but a try. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you know you're going to fail. You have a 100% failure rate if you never try. But even if you got 1% to win, that's a 1% you could take. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people have to understand, like, listen, I don't care what it is that you want to do. If you never try it, you won't succeed. It's impossible. Try it. Just give it a shot. You know what I mean? Make sure you're working towards it. Yeah, have a plan, develop a plan, make sure that, you know, it is a strategy behind it, but give it a shot, man. You know what I mean?
Honestly, bro, this is really good. I feel like everybody should hear this.
Yeah.
What if after we die, they show us a movie of the times we could do things and we didn't. We were just sitting there, right? So that's one thing I'm scared of. Like I wanna do the best from every single opportunity I get, like make the best out of it, because what if these are the things can change my life and like 10 people around me, you know what I mean?
Word.
And that's like huge, you know what I mean?
Word. What's one piece of advice that someone gave you that you live your life by?
You don't show up to work, there's another guy's going to work, man.
Yeah.
Just show up, whatever. It doesn't matter how you feel, doesn't matter what happens, just keep your routine. And one thing I really live by is plan a seed today. You know, doesn't matter what it is, just plan a seed today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because eventually it's going to grow. You know what I mean? Something will grow. I kind of live by that as well, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because you never know what's going to take off, bro. I've had conversations with so many different people, and it leads to so many different thoughts. And what I do, I journal, right? So I just write down everything, bro. It's like at the end of the night, I write down pretty much how my day went, what thoughts I had, blah blah blah. And then, bro, I'm in Dubai right now. Yeah, I'm from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Germantown. I ain't supposed to make it where I was, you know, I barely was supposed to make it past 21, and I'm in Dubai. So it's like, man, you plant the seed.
Mashallah.
Yeah, man, mashallah. Like, I got to just plant the seed, bro. So has religion played a big part in your upbringing and how you think?
For sure. For sure it did. Because the religion is just like the main thing for me that like washes our sins too, right? Like, we could have done a lot of things that we didn't want to, or maybe sometimes we did a lot of things that we had to.
Yeah.
That it's if it wasn't for Deen, we would be, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
We would be dead or in places that we don't want to be, right?
Facts.
If I didn't know the Deen, if I didn't know like the religion, I would have maybe be involved in places that I shouldn't be.
Right.
So because of that, like I always had like a guardian angels, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So because of that, it's just like we're always safe because we do the right things.
Yeah. Nah, that's dope, bro. Like, I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. We on eat right now, so it's like, you know, alhamdulillah, you know, got through another Ramadan, you know what I mean?
I know, man. Long passed. This one passed really quick.
Really quick, bro. It's like
really quick.
Yeah, man.
For us Persians, because it was kind of like middle of the Persian New Year.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a lot of people was excited for the New Year, and a lot of people was doing Ramadan. So like for us, like we didn't know which one to focus on. Like it passed by quick.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we're grateful, man.
Yeah.
Grateful,
So
man.
how has your experience, like coming from Canada to Dubai, right?
Yeah.
How has that experience, has it been a hard transition for you, or was it relatively easy for you to, you know, come over here and kind of like do your thing?
I mean, like the change is always good, right? The change is for the growth, but like, when you change your environments and stuff, it's kind of hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like in Dubai it's kind of different, because in Dubai is a lot of people like they're warm.
Yeah.
Like it's just not like America or Canada. Like you want to connect with people and they just like doubt you, and they just like they everybody's guarded up to like even connect normal connections. But in Dubai, everybody's just so friendly and everybody wants to connect.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you're not home. You know, you feel like you're home like really fast in here.
Right.
But even that, like, it took me at least a year to like feel comfortable and knowing my places and knowing like who's who, you know?
Yeah.
So it was good. Definitely Dubai, moving to Dubai was one of the biggest thing I could do for myself, and I done. I feel like anybody that could handle a lifestyle, they should visit Dubai, and they should come here and plan to live here, because we all know Dubai is the safest place in the world, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, and there's opportunities every day for you. If you're an entrepreneur and if you have something going on for yourself, you should come visit Dubai, you know?
Yeah. In the words of my homie Andreas, Habibi, come to Dubai. Like,
Habibi, come to Dubai, man.
Yeah, nah, man. Nah, that's dope, bro. So we talked off air a little bit about, you asked me a question. You asked me, who would I bring back?
Yeah. I would ask you that. Let me ask you, and then you ask me. If you could bring one dead artist back to the earth, who would you bring?
Yeah, I'll bring back Nipsey, man, because I like
everything
that he embodied.
So bad.
Yeah, everything he embodied, bro, was things that like helped me out, bro. I was in law school, believe it or not, man. I did law school for 10 years.
Same, I did law school too. I did 4 years. I did in Canada. I did criminal justice.
That's dope, bro. See, look, I ain't even know, you know what I mean? I ain't make it though. I ain't finished. I was like, I did it for 2 years, and I was like, nah, it's too much reading. It's too much, you know what I mean? And my whole thing is like, all right, I wanted to be in a music game, so let me be like a music lawyer or sports, right? Because I was always big in basketball, so it was like either sports or music. And I just realized, like, bro, I don't got to go to law school for this. Like, I'm chilling, like, right? So I just then, I didn't finish and just kind of like, focused on the music thing, man. But yeah, bro, would you bring back?
I would bring back Nipsey Hussle, because that was a mentor for me too, and Pop Smoke. I feel like Pop would have a future. Like Pop had a bright future for him.
Yeah.
And especially now with all of these, like the drama between like the Drake and the Kendrick and like the Kanye and then the Puff Diddy and all of these things that is popping out. I feel like Pop, if it was Pop in the middle, we would hear some crazy tracks.
No, facts, bro. Facts. What do you think about like the beef in the market right now? Like all this.
I feel like it's all marketing.
It's all marketing?
It's all marketing. Because now I'm in a smaller market, which is like Farsi market, right? Now my album's coming up. Like, I have like enemies that reaching me out. Like they trying to squash, you know,
Right.
or like they trying to cause some, like, it's all marketing. Like they offer me, they were like, yo, you want to go from a diss track to a diss track, so it's good promo for your marketing,
Right.
for your album.
So they trying to plan that for
Like
you.
I feel like there is no rap beef.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just all marketing. Like it's not like Tupac and Biggie no more.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like the biggest ops, enemies in like the music industry right now, I promise you guys, if you put some sort of money in the middle and two OGs come with good connections, all of the beef would be over.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts.
This is all for views. This is all for, like, you know, people do crazy stuff nowadays. Like people go do like off limits nowadays. For what?
Right.
For the cloud, right?
Right. Right.
And if anybody says, no, I didn't do it for the cloud, so why do I know about it?
Right.
Because the internet, right?
Right.
So like real people that do real things, it's never going to show online. It's never going to touch the internet.
Yeah,
but if
bro.
it touches the internet, you did it for the marketing. You did it for your name, for your reputation, right?
Right. Right.
So I feel like there's no rap beef nowadays. It's all marketing now.
But see, now you got like this drill culture as well, man. It's like, you know, it started off in Chicago and now it moved to other areas around the world, man. I feel like it's marketing for sure. But in the same token, it's like people are losing their life, and it's like
that's a cheap marketing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, there's real marketing that me and you can go off on a diss track back and forth. We both knowing what we're doing,
right?
Which is like the major artists. Like I don't want to bring name up, but like the ones that they do in billions,
100%.
They never gonna kill each other when they see each other,
right? Right.
But when they do, it's just like the cheap marketing. They don't have the power of money and connections to put behind it,
right?
So they really gotta stand on what they said in their songs,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, and that's cheap marketing. Like
yeah,
a couple of people go away for life,
right?
A couple of people lose their life, and then now the main two people that they remained alive is gonna eat the most, and send some chump change back in the hood. Yeah, and that's how it is. That's cheap marketing. But at the end of the day, they're all marketing.
Yeah, and you're really good at marketing yourself as well, bro. Like, how did you get into marketing yourself? Because like we talked about your brand a bit, but how did you get into the marketing aspect of that?
How I got into it is just like I realized the real meaning of content. Yeah, content is everything. And now when you have a professional team around you, even if you don't have to be that professional, you just have to know what you're doing. And then nowadays, bro, with the AI and the ChatGPT, like you get answers to everything that it shouldn't be anybody broke with a phone.
Right. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't be messed up, but you can't be broke.
Right.
You know, if you have a smartphone and like, you know, like power of putting content out is really important. Yeah. And at the same time, power of speech is another important thing that a lot of people that in the media should work on and should practice on it.
Right.
Gain your knowledge, you know, it's good to not know something and then go study it. It's never late. It's never like, oh, I wish I'd done this 10 years ago. No, like now you know. 10 years ago, you didn't know. Right. Now you know about it. So put a little bit of time, learn, and then use the abilities you have. Yeah. And go put smallest money you could, or search online that who could do these things for you, even for free. Right. There's a lot of people that they trying to just practice on their work too, right? Right. So just start from the bottom. Doesn't matter what age you are. Doesn't matter what level you are. But learn. If marketing could happen from anybody, everybody would be rich and famous. Marketing needs a team, needs ideas, needs a strategy. And I feel like that's, if we all follow the strategies, that's how good marketing will happen. Yeah. Yeah. So one last question, bro. Mm-hmm. Your top 5 musicians, dead or alive. Top 5. Top 5. First thing first, we'll give it up to Lil Baby. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite artist. Then second, I go Little Baby, Dirk. Mm-hmm. I really, really, really fuck with Lotto. Yeah. She's dope. Yeah. Lotto is really doing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pop Smoke for sure. Mm-hmm. And Nipsey. And yeah, that's dope. That's the dope. Got all these 5 in one song. You know that? Oh yeah, it's going crazy. You know what I mean? That journey is going crazy, man. It's out of here, bro. Yeah. All right, for those of the people that's listening or watching the podcast, man, what's one thing that you would like them to know about you? One thing about me is, if I ever promise you to do something, I'll do it. Doesn't matter. I never break my word. I never break my promise. Sooner or late, but it's gonna get done. stay tuned. The main reason for me to live this life is to give back. So whatever has been taught to me, I will teach back, however it is, by any means.
Words to live by, man. Words to live by. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, man. It's been, like I said, it's been long overdue, man. I'm glad we was able to make this happen, man.
Thank you guys for having me. Anybody that watches this podcast, it's a big shout out to On Air Podcasters Studio. And at the same time, they have a very, very good professional studio, Wave Sound Studio in Dubai. Hit them up, subscribe, and follow their Instagram and their YouTube channels.
Dope. Make sure you record your next podcast here at On Air Podcast Studio. And make sure you record your next hit song at Wave Sound Studios. My name Berto, and we out.